Very good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Alnwick Town TV. We're here at St James's Park. We're here in the director's box because I can tell you it's very cold outside. But it has been an amazing fixture tonight between Alnwick Town and Seaton Delaval. One of the more entertaining games of the season. Disappointing result, but not a disappointing performance. Alnwick Town hitting the bar, I think 4 times. I may be wrong. It may have been more. But Richie, a changed team, but I thought your team was immense, brilliant from the start.
Yeah, I did. I thought it was a solid performance, especially under the circumstances. You know, there's a lot of football being played now, and I've got to give credit to the lads. You know, we've been playing Monday, Wednesday, Saturdays. You know,
and getting good results.
Yes, and getting good results in big games. Obviously, we're trying to achieve the highest positions we can in the league. I think the runs obviously helped with that, but sort of week in, week out, the lads have turned up. You know, they did again today. You know, I think we touched on it before. I think we've got about 8 to 10 players who are injured. You know, but we're still fielding, you know, a solid 16 out there again today. You know, so yeah, it was a good performance against a Delaval team that, you know, have been put together, which was a difficult game.
It's a Delaval team I didn't expect to see out there, but I'll go into tonight's game before that. I'd like to go into your current run of form. There's various statistics going around. Played 18, won 14, drawn 3, lost 1. The goals for, goals against. I know some of them, but that's basically the crux of how brilliant you and your team are playing at the minute.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned in the previous interview, I think it's one defeat in the league since the middle of November, which at any sort of level is a big achievement. You know, that's obviously why it's pushed up the league. You know, obviously disappointing to lose against Cramlington, but again, you know, yes, I'm manager of the club, but it's down to the players and the commitment and, you know, their will to turn up week in, week out. Like I said, the fixtures towards the end of the season, especially in this league, you know, it's 3 times a week, you know, and not taking into consideration the lads who are playing on Sunday mornings, you know.
Yeah,
so
of course.
to get them results, you know, and to push into the league position we're in now, you know, I'm very, very proud of the lads. You know, is not just as 11 or as 16, I think it's about 24 lads we've got. You know, a group of lads. We've got a very good change room, and I think that's really why, you know, we've gone on the run we've gone on, especially with the players we've lost. You know, over them weeks, you know, like as if I think we've lost all 3 of our top goal scorers. You know, defenders have been out. You know, lads have been strapping ourselves up, coming out. You know, so, you know, to get the wins and the draws and the run we've been on, it's a fantastic achievement.
That's testament to you, to Michael, to the whole of the coaching staff. Testament to everyone, the love and know what you want to achieve with this club.
Yeah.
But let's go back on tonight. I thought it was a difficult fixture.
Yeah.
Seaton Delaval have gone from nowhere to a brilliant run of results.
Yeah.
Names on the team sheet I didn't know. I thought they were very competitive, but I thought in every aspect you were better than them, and I'm sorry to say that. I know I'm biased, but I thought you were better in every area.
I think if I'm honest, I think, you know, you look at the Delaval team, you kind of lie, they've broken no rules, but I don't think that Delaval team's played together before, you know, but they've broken no rules, they're all signed on. Good, it's a good test for it, you know, a lot of Wrighton and Bedlington players playing tonight.
Northern League players,
which is a good test, you know. I said that before the game, you know.
Did you build that into your team talk before the start?
Yeah.
If you want to play in Northern League, you're virtually playing it.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, these are the games and the players you want to be playing against. You know, we've got aspirations of going into the Northern League. You know, and they're the standards you need to get at. You know, but again, going back to the game, I think for the first 20 minutes, I think we struggled a little bit. I think we struggled with the shape, getting the grips with the game. But as soon as we scored the goal, I think the goal sort of triggered off, you know, a little bit, and we had a few more chances after that. So we did. We started playing the way we'd set up to play after Lloyd scored the goal, which was a good finish. Created another few chances, hit the bar again. You know, so I think it's a bit of a story of our season, really. You know, just getting that second goal to make my life a lot easier on the sideline.
You know, I'm just here. I'm just looking in, I have no idea. When do you get the team sheet to see the team you're playing? It's not like 24, 36, 48 hours before. When do you get the team sheet to see the team that you're going to play? I know it's a question lots of people ask.
It's probably about 3/4 of an hour before the game, you know. But again, it doesn't really matter. You know, yes, you do your homework as best you can. You know, you have a look on a team sheet to see what you know, you've got like Michael Baxter playing tonight. You know, very, very good player.
Oh, he's one of the best players, but I don't think he had his best game tonight. Sorry, Mr. Baxter.
But no, he's a good player. He's someone, when you see him on a team sheet, for example, just using Michael as an example, he's one you sort of say, right, you know, we need to keep an eye on him. But the majority of the time, you know, you've picked a team, you've worked on stuff, you know, you go out and you think, well, let them worry about us a little bit. In the run of form we're in, you know, teams obviously look at us and set up different ways, but no, we just concentrate on myself, you know, and see how we can build, how we can grow, you know, within the game, take our chances and hopefully, you know, keep a clean sheet.
And you know your dressing room better than any of us. We know your players, but nowhere near as much as we know your dressing room. How did they feel tonight? Were they deflated? Because I certainly wasn't. I thought it was brilliant. Or were they happy about a 1-1 result?
Disappointed.
I don't believe
you know, disappointed because it is. You know, you look at the game. You know, I haven't obviously covered the full game yet. You know, obviously not long before half time we conceded, which was a poor goal. You know, we didn't move the ball sharply enough. We got caught on it. You know, a little bit of not a sucker punch as such, but you know, a little bit against the run of the play at the time. You know, to concede the goal, and then the chances in the second half. Obviously, we've hit the inside the post.
You fit every part of the woodwork. You fit the underside, the left, the right.
Obviously, got a 1-on-1 towards the end. So, you know, as a management team, we're trying to breed that in the change room, that winning mentality. You know, so if the lads are coming off after a 1-1 draw, you know, and we have created chances and they're happy, then they don't really belong in the change room, and that's what the lads have got. You know, so. Well, we're all the same. We're all trying to get 3 points. Obviously, I think I'm not sure of the final result with Wallerton, but Wallerton's put themselves on a fantastic run since they came here. Played a lot of football, and it's, you know, between third and second. Sorry, so we're still competitive. We want to finish as high as we can. Wallerton's pushing. You know, I think Wallerton's potentially taking over tonight, so it'll go to the last game of the season. But it's good to have that, you know, so we want to win every game we go into, so that's why the disappointment.
So every game's competitive. This was a penultimate home game.
Yeah.
They've got the final home game on Saturday against Newbiggin.
Yeah.
Everybody, Alnwick Town TV, please come up and support that. And I know you're going to give everyone a run up because you've got a big final coming up next Friday.
Yeah.
You had a huge squad. People are vying for places.
Yeah.
This must be the most difficult part of a manager's job for you now.
It is, and again, you know, we've had to sort of box clever over the last sort of week since we won the semi-final. Because like I say, it's not just Alnwick, it's, you know, these lads play for Sunday morning, and you know, it's a hobby at the end of the day, so you can ask lads not to play, but some of these lads have been playing 5 times a week. So that's why we've had so many changes, giving lads rest, you know, because it's a long season, you know. By the time we're finished, you're probably touching on, just for Alnwick, probably 36 to 40 games in a season, you know. But again, that's when you're successful. You play more games, you know. But yeah, it's been difficult, you know, with the injuries, like I touched on before.
And we had bad injuries at the start. You're coming to bad injuries at the end.
Yeah.
But I'm going to finish this interview by saying, first of all, thank you very much. I know you're the most critical person in the world. You criticise yourself more than anyone in the world. Myself, the 472, Alnwick Town TV, we think you've achievements this season have been absolutely amazing. From going from that to that, and we know we are so close, and we still have football to play for.
Yeah.
And before we go, Alnwick Town TV have split themselves a bit tonight, because I've been here, of course. I love Alnwick Town. I'm St James's Park. Johnny from Alnwick Town TV has been up at Greensfield. I can't believe the 2 fixtures were played on the same night. My own personal opinion. But Johnny's been up there with the Alnwick Town ladies at Greensfield. What was the final score there, John?
7-1, I think.
7-1, the Alnwick Town ladies. So they finished second in the league.
Yeah.
Thank you very much to Steve Gibbard. He's done an absolutely brilliant job.
Fantastic
And the
job.
ladies have been brilliant for keeping it all together. And Richie, I can't thank you enough. You're so kind to come up and talk to us. The supporters appreciate it. Everyone appreciates what you're doing. And Richie, thank you very much.
No problem.
But come back next Saturday, everybody. The final home fixture. And everybody, Blythe Town, a week on Friday.
But before we finish, Al, you know, I'd like this, again, just back on what you said there to the ladies, you know, and the job Steve's done. Obviously, I think I mentioned in the last game, but to finish second, you know, after getting relegated and, you know, having to sort of do a little bit of a rebuild job and things like that, it's a fantastic season for the ladies, you know, so I'm over the moon for them. You know, it's great for, like I say, the town and that we've got a successful ladies team as well. I'd also like to wish, I think, if I'm not mistaken, development, they've got a chance to win the league on Saturday as well.
They have their game, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd like to wish Steve and all the lads at the developments, you know, the best of luck there. A couple of mentions I don't really see on here, you know, obviously the 472, it's much appreciated, yourselves and all this sort of stuff. I'd love to see everyone here on Saturday, you know, nice bar behind, we'll stop back for a pint, you know, after the season. But a couple of mentions I don't really mention too often is Kerry, obviously, who's the physio here, who's massively...
She had the hardest job the first 2 months.
Yeah, massively, you know...
She had a harder job than you.
Yeah, massively...
there was more people...
Yeah, there's more people in the room to see her, but she's done a fantastic job. I don't really mention her too much, you know.
But I think you should.
She's had a busy old season, and you know she's a massive asset to the club, you know. And also, obviously my brother Michael, who stepped in at the secretary role. You know, I think when you look at that, I don't think he's had a fine all season, you know, and it's not an easy job to do. But all these things are massively appreciated.
Johnny, can you just put the camera on me for a second? Because I was the worst secretary, so his brother is definitely the best. I was the worst secretary, but I love the club. Michael's done an amazing job.
Yeah, he has. But I'll finish off just saying thank you very much. You know, we'll come to, like you say, the last game of the season. If we can ask for 472 for 2 more games.
They're coming, don't you worry.
One last league game, you know, get ourselves here. And it'd be lovely to see everyone at Blythe Town on the 12th.
Oh,
you know,
the 472 will be at the cup final.
Yeah, but again, I appreciate it, lads. You know, it's been very professional this season, which you know, I asked for at the start of the season, so it's much appreciated.
Richie, you've done a brilliant job. You should be very proud of yourself. 2 games to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.